I'm Rainer Schmidt, and I'm a glass painter and technician in glass, and I make my work at Glacier from the beginning, and I'm now 40 years Glacier glass painter, and I'm also a sworn expert for glass and restoration in glass. And Derix Glass Studios is 152 years old family studios, and
When did you start with Derix?
I start personally with Derix at 83, and in between I make studying for my technician and come back in the other position in Derix Glass Studios. And after that I wanted to make more in techniques and technician class, and I go out and make my own little studio for glass doors, steps, floors, and so on, more technician class, and come back 2011, and now I'm the new owner since 2015.
And where is Derix Studio?
The Derix Studio is in Taunusstein near Wiesbaden, although in the near of Frankfurt am Main in Germany, and I think we are in the middle of Germany and have good for our projects in whole of Germany, in the east or north or south. We are really good, and we're making much work in all over the world. We are working in Australia, we are working in America, we have a little studio in America too, and we're working in now with Kim and Young in South Korea, we're working in France, we're working in Netherlands, Belgium, and Switzerland, all over the world, and we are working with many different artists. With our 80 employees here in Derix Glass Studios, who's painters and glaziers. Together we have a big factory with 7 kilns for making the brand of the glass. And one of the biggest kiln of the world, 3.2 to 6.2 meters measurements, and it's really big. And we have 3 acid etching cabins. We have 2 rooms for airbrush. It's a special technique, also with acid etching. With we are making many new techniques with the artists, when the artists come with his mind and his paintings and say, I think we would like to have it like in this way. We make sometimes for the artist new techniques, And that's the way you see it in the work, in the project, and the heart come out it, and this is a very special. We are using in all our projects normally, or Lambert's glass is a Glashütte Lambert's in Waldsassen. It's a very special glass and a mouse-blown glass with especially for us, we can have every color we need. Because we have in Derix Glass Studios, I think 4,000 colors, and the Lambert's studio have 5,000 colors. But in every color we need, we can get from Lambert's, and that's really special for all artists to have the right color. And we are working with this studio because it's all the manufacture. All things we do is handmade and unique. And especially in the world, we are working with many artists all over the world. Some in Germany, Professor Schaffrath, Professor Schneider, Professor Pönsken, Lüpertz, and Gerhard Richter working with us. American artists are although Guy Kemper and many more, and it's really hard to get many works for 80 people in our studio, but it's our love and our passion, and that's the way many artists come to us with his paintings and say we have a project and please make it with us, and I can get you the guarantee you get the best work all over the world here in our studio with our employees and artisans. They're working really professional in all techniques we have, and all over these techniques we make new techniques for the artists, and it's very special. The artists or architects can live here in our apartments, and for 1 week, 3 months, how long the project is still going, and we're having a big window in our studio. You can make the whole window for the artist, and he can say, "Oh, we can change this or this" before we fit it in the project all over the world. And so you can see, no, this is okay, mostly is everything okay, but we can change if it's necessary. And after this we can pack it in the crafts, and it goes in all over the world. Now we're working with Kim and Young, many projects in France and Seoul, and in France we have more than one project with him, and maybe we can make a really I think necessary work, but a little but a necessary work in Köln, and it's wonderful to work with Kim and Young. I met him last week on the
the Frankfurt Book Fair.
The Frankfurt Book Fair, yes, and bring a sample in glass to the booth in Frankfurt, and it's very important also for a book and the presentation and how it works in glass. And we are making many wonderful works with Kim and Young, and I say mostly the artist is composer. It's yes. The artist is a composer, and I'm the dirigent.
The production, the director, or the
dirigent, and my employees are the whole who playing the piano and so on.
And how long does it take to become a glass maker? Do you do a course?
I think it's normally we have in Germany the dual system, to going to school and working in the studio. and it's
apprentice.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you must learn in the first time 3 years, and you're a craftsman. And after the 3 years, you can make your master. And it's I think it's a long time for being a really master, because when other people come to our studio and have not learned here, they start to learn again.
And how many apprentices do you have here at the moment?
At the moment, painters, I think 18 to 20 painters.
Okay.
And I think 50 glaziers, more painter, 20 to 25 painters.
Okay.
And the rest are glazier and office and going out for looking for projects and so on, and paint it and whatever we need for our work.
Okay.
It's the material we need, and when Lamberts will be closed, it's a disaster for us, because I think the brilliant and wonderful colors, every piece is a unique piece, and making by hand is mouse blown glass, and I think when Lamberts will be closed, the stained glass will die. You have no art glass more. You need this glass for all restoration. In churches, you need it for the new, and you need it for the color, the brilliance of the colors, and it's really important. It's in the world. You have 3 of the studios. One in Cologne, they have 50 colors, 50, and one in France, I think they have 400 or 500 colors, and Lamberts have 5,000 colors, and that's a really big difference. And you can get the color you want, and it's all the old traditional company with 112 years old, and there are many works getting from the father to the son, with many secrets sometimes, and so the mouse blown glass is very special. Every piece is unique.
And how many pieces would you use here?
Oh, how many pieces?
And I mean, how many different types of glass? 4,000?
Here in Derix Studios we have 4,000 colors of Lamberts glass here.
So will you use the other 1,000 that they do?
No, I think we have different colors.
Okay.
Our glasses is grown up with every project.
And do you only get the glass from them?
Yes.
Yes.
We have all our glass from Lamberts, and it's really important to have it.
And how long does it take to become a mouse
blown glass?
Yeah.
It's not so long time when we get.
But for the people to learn how to do this.
3, 4 to learn
the technique. Yeah.
Oh, it's a hard job.
Yeah,
it's a really hard job.
Do they go to school?
No.
They don't go to school.
No,
they learn
don't go to school, and mostly you learn it from father to son, or between. Now it's not. They have not so many children, and we need more glass makers, and then they learn it from the master glass maker, and learn it, and I think it's been a long way to be a glass maker, a really good glass maker. I think 5 years, 6 years, and after that you learn with every project, every color, and you have some glasses with surfaces on it, and layers on it, and sometimes you have a glass with 4 colors. It's really hard to make it. And you must be really good. And although in this studio, Lamberts are the best glass maker all over the world.
And how many people work there?
In the Lambert studio, they work near 70 people, and it's although special because 365 days per year, 24 hours, anytime is some in the studio.
Really?
Yes,
wow.
We have the kiln,
firing all over
time 24 hours.
Because they cannot stop the killing.
You can't stop it.
And how far from Derix is this?
It's 400 kilometers, 4 hours. But it's no problem, because when we have we need colors, and we have no problem to
and it's near the Czech border.
Yeah.
So it's in Bavaria.
In Bavaria, yes.
And they supply the glass all over the world to Japan.
For Japan,
US.
for Seoul, for US, for Switzerland, although for Asia, Chinese, for Russia. In all
Australia?
over the world. Australia.
As well, Australia?
I think so.
You must come to Australia.
Yes, I hope. I hope so. I hope so. And I have an uncle. I have cousins. In Melbourne, and I think every time when I have a job, project, I will visit my cousins.
My cousins.
But for my project.
So you now have 3 companies. You have Derix.
Yes,
Derix
Glass Studios, Lamberts, and my own glazier studio.
And that's called?
Glazier Schmidt.
Okay.
Schmidt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.